This video will demonstrate how you can use content snippets to minimize duplication within your project by creating reusable chunks of content that you can then insert in multiple topics. So I'm going to start from the point of view of a project that doesn't yet make use of content snippets. So I've got an empty content snippets tree in the right hand corner of my application window here, and I'm going to create a content snippet from existing content. So I'll open up the first topic on the Project Explorer here, and I'm going to make this screenshot and the widget that follows straight after it into a reusable content snippet. Now I can do that in a couple of ways. The first one I'm going to show is using drag and drop. So I've just selected the content I want to create a content snippet from. I'm going to drag that across onto this panel above the content snippets window. And if I drop, I'm then prompted for a name for that content snippet. I'm going to call that screenshot. And then two things have happened. The content snippet has been created and added to our list here, and the content has been replaced with a content snippet widget for the screenshot. If I switch to preview now just to demonstrate, so when the output for this topic is generated, this widget here is expanded to include all of the content from the content snippet. Now the content snippet is similar to a topic in many ways, in that if I double click on the item in the content snippets tree here, a topic editor is opened with all of the same functionality, content authoring functionality you'd have in the main topic editor, but this content snippet is then easily reusable in other topics, and I'll quickly show you how that works. So I'm going to close down this existing topic, and I'm going to create a new topic to include my content snippet in. Okay, and again there's a couple of ways to do this, and again the first technique I'll demonstrate is using drag and drop. So I'm going to drag this content snippet from the content snippets list straight into my topic editor here, and you can see again this widget's been inserted as a placeholder for that content snippet, and if I switch to preview I can see that full content is included in the topic when it's generated. So just going to get rid of that widget and repeat the process, but this time I'm going to use the Insert Content Snippet button on the ribbon toolbar, and the only difference really is that I get a picker displayed from which I can select the content snippet to insert. So a little simpler than drag and drop perhaps, and also just for convenience the same option is available on the context menu. So just go back to our original topic for a second. I'm going to show you the second way to create a content snippet from existing content. So I'll select these first two paragraphs. I remember last time I dragged and dropped that to the window. If you find the drag and drop process a little bit fiddly, you can just right click on the content and select create content snippet from there, and the process from then on in is exactly the same. And there we are, my new content snippet has been created and the placeholder included in the content. So the third way to create a new content snippet is to create a brand new one that's not based on existing content. So I can click on the create new content snippet button on the toolbar here, give it a new name, and then I can include any content that I would in a regular topic: hyperlinks, images, headings, so on and so forth. If you make a lot of use of the content snippet functionality, you may find that this list grows a little unwieldy and long, and you can use content snippet categories in the same way as you can for topic categories on the main Project Explorer to organize those into subfolders. So I've just created a new content snippet category here, and I can use drag and drop to reorganize my content snippets into those categories. So you can organize those into structures to make the content snippets you use easier to find if you've got a large number of snippets. And you can also, again, as you can on the main Project Explorer, use the find tool to find a particular item on the Explorer. So that concludes the short video on using content snippets to minimize duplication in your projects.